now and then you see stories, true or not, about Hollywood celebrities who are irritated with the consequences of their fame. And it's very easy to be judgmental about that because there obviously, the benefits to that fame appear obvious. Monetary gain,
access
to opportunity, the benefits, I suppose, of the ego benefits, perhaps, of being known rather than unknown.
Sure.
And then, especially in the Hollywood community, I would say it's more difficult to generate sympathy for celebrities who are hurt by their fame because the price, it's so obvious that that's the price that has to be paid to be successful in something that's mass marketed, like a movie, where your face is associated with the product, right? You can't extract out the success. You can't distinguish between the success and the fame. But I don't think it's possible to understand what fame does to your life until it's happened to you. So I'm curious, and you protect yourself, you hide. I don't mean in a withdrawing sort of way, but I mean, you live in Texas, you don't live in LA. And you go on these sojourns where no one knows you. So you set up escape mechanisms, let's say, or...
Yes.
So tell me about fame and about the impact that it's had on you.
So initially, fame happened to me extremely quickly. It happened over one weekend when the film A Time to Kill came out. The Friday afternoon before Time to Kill opened that Friday night, I'm walking down a promenade in Santa Monica to go get my tuna fish sandwich that I always like to get. 400 people on the promenade, 396 mind their own business, 4 of them looking, staring at me. A couple girls thought I was cute. Somebody liked my shoes. 100 scripts out there that I want to do. I'll do any of those. 99 no's, 1 yes. Now, within 48 hours, Time to Kill opened up that weekend. Very, very good. Good reviews, et cetera, et cetera. That following Monday, 48 hours later, I go down the same promenade, everything inverted. Now 396 out of those 400 people were staring at me, and 4 weren't. And no's, check and fly, what have you. Now, those 100 scripts that were 99 no's and 1 yes inverted. 99 yes, please do this. And
right.
1 no. Whoa, the roof has been taken off. Oh my God, you're so good. I love you. Oh my God, I'm so sorry about Miss Hud. Number one, who are you? How'd you know I had a dog? How'd you know her name was Miss Hud? And how'd you know she had cancer? Whoa, you just skipped 4 things. Nobody's a stranger anymore. Everyone seems to have an inherent biography of me. I'm feeling trespassed on it. Is it okay? Does that I love you mean something? Well, they say that a lot out here. I've only said that to 4 people in my life. You shouldn't throw that word around here a lot. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Yeah, Jesus. Yeah. So trying to take that in, I learned a great lesson after year 7 of fame. And it's probably year 7 for a reason.
How old were you when that happened?
96, so I'm 1888, 8 years later, 26 years old.
26, so you're still pretty young, but you weren't 17. So you had some maturity. You had some maturity at that point, thank God.
Yeah, I know more of what I'm not than maybe more than what I do or what I am. But I'm aware enough of who I don't want to be. And I'm aware enough that I need some discernation in this now optionless yeses that are coming at me in my world. I'm aware that that I need to, again, be less impressed and more involved and go, hey, now that I have the chance, now that I've got the wheel and I can go wherever I want, where am I going to go? Which was the first unbalancing sort of very scary proposition. Which is why I took off the first couple of times to the monastery and then to Christ in the desert. Hear my damn self think, trying to decipher and disseminate what matters from who am I in this, what do I actually want to do, what do I not want to do, what I want to make stands on. Look, I remember for a while there, I had my life was so many things on top, the frequency of events were on top of me. From just walking down the street. to interviews, to talking to somebody. My life was being recorded. The world was now a mirror. And I remember feeling almost numb. I couldn't put a demarcation between the life, the fame I'd just gotten, and myself. So I remember telling myself, well, since you're kind of numb, I took the old Abraham Lincoln thing. I was like, just be a gentleman and don't lie. All right. Just stick to these two things. And I gave some boring ass interviews, but I was a gentleman and I didn't lie. But I just said, like, don't even try and get colorful. Don't even try and have an opinion on anything. Just right now, ride through this and be a gentleman and don't lie. And I gave the same interview 50 times in a row over quite a few months.
Yeah, well, there is something to be said when you're exposed to that degree to adopting a strategy of don't do anything stupid for a while.
Yes. It was, surviving on the way to what could possibly become thriving, but it was holding my head above water and going, you just keep knocking them down. You'll take some time off. You'll get some time off to let your memory catch up with you later.
So to begin with, it was a shock, and you developed some strategies for dealing with it. What about over the longer run? Now you've been well known for, it's got to be 25 years, eh?
So 32 or 33 years old. I wake up and it clicks for me one time that, you got to get the joke in Hollywood. And the joke is, it ain't personal. It's business.
Right.
And that's not a particular joke to Hollywood. Maybe it's a particular joke in life a lot, in business. But that made me go, okay. Don't take it so personally when that person I talked about earlier won't even call you back because your last couple of movies have failed and you spent, you were on the list to be their children's godfather 5 years ago. Don't take that personally, or don't take it personally when that person now, because you did get hit, is calling you and wants to go out and hang out again. Don't even bring up that, hey, you wouldn't even answer don't even tell them you understand the score about how they wouldn't call you then, but now they do now.
Well, that's a good technique to avoid resentment.
Yes.
And resentment is so toxic. It's so toxic.
Well, that's what getting the joke of not understanding that wasn't personal.
Yeah. I've done that with people who are looking for work, because